Yeah, I'm good. The gang rape of 8 women on the West Rand about over 2 weeks ago has put the spotlight on gender-based violence. 80 suspects, some allegedly from Lesotho, were arrested and appeared in court at the beginning of the month. Subsequent to this, a total of 14 suspects appeared in connection with the incident that took place last week. Good evening, I'm Aldrin St-Pierre and welcome to Unfiltered. The local community went on a rampage, evicting and burning shacks owned by illegal miners. Some community members shared harrowing details of the scourge of sexual offences allegedly perpetrated by the so-called Zamazamas. Tonight we ask, will there be justice for the West Rand rape victims? Have your say on Twitter. You can find our handle at Unfiltered SABC. That is at Unfiltered SABC. And on Facebook, just search for Unfiltered SABC. In studio tonight, we're joined by Nicolene Trom. She is a community leader in the West Rand, and also Cyril Silo. He is the president of Tereni ya Kgosi Mokata from Lesotho. Their organization started a burial society in Lesotho for miners working in the country. This is working here in South Africa. Good evening and welcome to the show. Nicolene, let's start off with you. When you first heard of this incident, what went through your mind?
Positive and creation energies to you. When I first heard, it was early hours, and then for us, it was nothing out of the norm. It was a daily occurrence in West Village. It was something that we were used to, that you would wake up in the morning and you would hear that there's women being gang raped. It's something that we live with. It's a daily thing in West Village.
So it didn't come as a shock? How did the community get to a level where this is something that is a daily occurrence?
It's not a shock at all, because then we are a community near a mining shaft, which is occupied by the blanket people, the people from Lesotho. Those people, they are merciless, brutal to the core, and they have got no sense of humanity in them, none whatsoever. So they do these things. I think to them it's what makes them human. It's what makes them alive. You know, with the heinous crimes that keeps occurring, brutal killings. You know, gruesome murders and the gang rapes. So yeah,
And from your recollection, when did you start seeing or observing the prevalence of these men in these blankets, or Basotho, or the Zamazamas?
I myself have been a victim of that. We were attacked last year, October, by 20 plus men of Lesotho. So, and it's a daily thing in West Village. You can't even walk the street during the day, not even at night. You can't be free in your own homes. Listen, we've been a community that has been held under siege, you know. We are in the hands of trigger-happy beings. We live under constant intimidation, under constant bullying. It's like we were prisoners in our own homes. We were foreigners in South Africa, and yet we are South Africans. We were foreigners because foreign nationals had taken over.
Yeah. Cyril, how do you respond to this experience that Nicolene speaks of? And abantu basuke Lesotho? So what do you make of this experience that she's explaining about? Uguti, this is what has happened to people in the Westville. This is the experience, and this has all happened at the hands of Basotho. So my question is more related to, as a fellow citizen of Lesotho, what do you make of this that has transpired?
Okay, Dad. So ki to bua Sotho. Mabitso a ka ke Sara Leselo. Mara ke tla ile ka lehlanya. Maslita strain ya go simokata so me ka ha ga ditaba se a di buang ki tlo qala pele ka go swaba re le Basotho me re ise matshediso mo koduwa mo e hlaileng hona teng taba eo nna ke le litara ya terene ke taba e ke sa e rateng kapo ke swala ka mate so gona ha re karolo ya ditaba tseno that's why o banang ke ana kina o re ke be mona ke tlwala Lesotho my proud hore ebe ke mona ke tlo hlalosetsa South Africa ka taba eno hore no gona ge le ba terene ya Kgosimokata ke le moetapele ha re karolo ya ditaba tseno so ditaba tsenana ha ke mo mametse ka pa hlalosa o tho Basotho no terene eno ya rona ke mohlobo ka o fapana wa yona ke Maqhosa ke Makgowa ke yena South Africa wa bona ke merabe ka o fapana wa yona wa buisisa so dintho tse bang di etsala mola kwa ha re di tsebe mpa le teng ha eba taba ile teng mokgatong wa haeso so ke teng mme ke teng o thushana le ma Afrika Borwa ho sitana le sponesa ka kwano go fana ka chance ya hore taba eno e kgona hore e hlakele motho mong le mong hobaneng ke tshontate ke taba e hlokolosi ka bo madimabe so e leng horeng ha eba re fumane kapo nna hore no ke ya me ya mola I'm ready a go ke trongo hobaneng ke tlebe ke ntse ntho e setho ka malapa anwa wa ikwisisa
but what is it that into yaziyo ngalabantu laba ababhizi lapha in areas such as Westville, Gauteng, areas such as in the northwest as well? Where do they get all these guns from?
Bayizawa
Ibhamu lezi bazithatha
no akithibi mo
mara including for instance your group is called Tereni ya Kgosimokata, right? And then there's also Tereni ya Chakela, which is a breakaway from your organization, right? Those are members that were part of Tereni ya Mokata initially. So abasekho labantu la. Ngiyaliwa ngithi.
Bomamba balwana.
Tereni ya Chakela and Tereni ya Mokata.
No, wena o re balwana.
Yeah.
Terene ya Chakela ha ke tlo kgona hore nna ke ya rabelle e hloka moetapele wa yona nna ke arabella terene e ke leng maelita o yona wa ikwisisa so e leng hore nka moso go hlokala hore terene ya Chakela moetapele wa teng a be teng so o tlo kgona go le yena a arabele
but
so
are you guys fighting though? Yeah,
I fight man
the members of Tereni ya Chakela.
le boma le gona
Yeah.
no go ka etsala gore be as fighting so go re now ha ba lwana le gona re ya lwana e re tswela molemo kae so ha e baneng mathata teng re tlamea gore re dula fasa ke re thuisane
Yeah.
mme re fumane sesosa gore na sesosa gore na ke se feng go baneng ha go bua ho thwe Basotho akere
Yeah.
so hona mono training ya Chakela le training ye ya lehlanya so go ka etsala hore ebe wena o tseba hore nna le yena ha go utlwane ne e le next door ya ka
Yeah.
ebe wena o atla o fitla o mo hlekefetsa ka bo hlekefetsa nna e le hore yena o do blame mang o do blame nna a gere a sa hlokomele hore ke mang ko wena
Okay. So when we come back, let's have a conversation about the work that's being done by these Zamazamas and, of course, the divisions amongst the fellow groups as well, and how this has also led to some deadly incidents. And one of those incidents that have been reported on is one of those incidents that took place in Klipspruit, that is in Soweto. That conversation when we come back. When we come back, I don't know from your experience if you've ever seen this rivalry and the spillover that has affected it. And Mr. Sarah, so with the report from the Sunday Times, they said that you guys were fighting. Chakela and Mugata are fighting, right? Remember the incident as a Soweto? Do you remember that incident?
Yaneni
Labor to Bulana Soweto last month.
yeah sure
A tavern.
ke bone social media
Yes.
yeah
So Gutiwa Guti ni Good evening and welcome back to Unfiltered as we have a conversation looking into Zamazamas and specifically zooming into the role of Basotho in illegal mining and also the spillover that it has on various communities, including in the West Rand. We know that the Northwest has also complained about some of these incidents. Joining me in studio is Nicoline Trom, who is a community leader. Also, we are joined in studio by Cyril Silo, who is the president of Tereni Yahosi Mukata. Let me start off with you, Nicoline. The impact of the Zamazamas and the rivalry and how that has a spillover effect in the community. Speak to us about that.
It's when they're fighting amongst themselves. What you need to understand is that some of them are living within the community. There's houses whereby they are renting to these illegal miners. So when they have these fights amongst themselves, then it is at the mercy of the community. The community is at the receiving end because they're not choosing. As long as they find you in that house, they shoot all of you. If they find you at the street, like last year, I think it was April, around April, May, June, there was a massive fight in West Village, which was amongst them. It was like we were watching a movie while in our houses. The gunshots were just going on and off, you know, from morning till late in the evenings and even during the night. Because then our house is not far from the veld where they reside, most of them. So when they then do these fightings, you just pray that you should not be hit by a stray bullet. But I do know that there's a number of deaths that had been reported because of those fights amongst them.
Yeah. And what we saw when community members also stormed some of these shacks, the backyard dwellers as well, is that they found some firearms as well, the prevalence of firearms in the community. Speak to us quickly about that.
When we went into the houses, as we were taking out their beds and their couches, and setting them alight. The bullets that were going off there, the firearms that were discovered. It's actually said that Ntate Sarel is actually ke bona Ntate ekare wa ba protect ka gore ore mokgatlong wa hao o tletse Basotho Maxhosa ntho tse jwalo empa rona ntate batho ba ile gore ba re hlekefetsa ke bontate ba apereng dikobo tsa Lesotho ba buang Sesotho sothope se wena o se buang ha se bontate ba Maxhosa ha se bontate ba Mozambique no or ko Zimbabwe ke bontate ba Lesotho ha ba fihla ho wena ba fihle ba batle phone ba fihle ba batle tšhelete ha o se jwalo ba onke ba lo beta ba onke ba lo bolaya o ba bolaye batho ba ile hore ba ka ntlung batho ba hlekefetsang batho ntate ko West Village ke Basotho ba tswang Lesotho Basotho ba aparang dikobo ke bona batho ba ile hore re na le bothata le bona. Not that we've got a problem with the Basotho speaking people, however it is their manner in which they address themselves in the communities, the behavior that they are exhibiting, it's of no human. Batho ba ha lona ntate ba latlhehetswe ke botho rona ha rena bothata ka ntho e ba etsang about illegal mining. We're not in control. They are not in control. Ke hore ha ba tsebe sera sa bona ha ba tsebe motho ha ba tsebe lefatshe la ha bona motho ha o latlhehetswe ke botho o le motho ya montsho hobaneng o lwantsha batho ba halona ka hore re kopane kaofela we are connected through bone, blood and skin. That is who we are as black people. It doesn't matter if you are from Lesotho, it doesn't matter if you are from South Africa. We need to treat each other with the utmost respect and with the utmost humanity, which is what is the problem le batho ba ile hore ba tswang Lesotho.
Cyril, your response?
Thank you. Ke a utlwa rona hore ke tlo marabela mona mo ke hlakise mona mareng ke re ke aba protected no ha ke atlameha ho etsa jwatso ha ba ke moetapele wa ke moetapele ka setjhaba so ke ne ke le ka o hlalosa hore re kopane jwa mona mo re bo bang ba phela teng so le phone ya ka mana di photo di teng tse nka ka mo bontsha tsona mo am brief ga di bona so taba ya a buang ka yona ke ntwe bohloko le nna ke le motho e ntshentse o buisisa ha ke rate ka mogato wa haeso mpa ha bana le bonnete ba hore ihlile ke Basotho ke tlameha hore nna le yena re thuisane hape nna le yena re thuisana le ka sponisa hore batho ba e bang ba ntse tlolo ya molao ha ke tlotla ke re ke buella tlhakore laka ke mona go tla tshwela taba eno ka mathe hore no rona ha re ka golwa ditaba mpa ha e ba hona le ba haeso ba teng ditabeng tseno no ba tlameha go kopana le molao maponisa ba tshware ha re a tlameha hore re phela le mophakati le gile ka ha ba hlalosa.
But when you aqala ukuzwa ukuthi abeSuthu are involved in these illegal mining, but more specifically the violence against, it's not the first time. You've heard this before, right?
Ho boima hore ba kopane le molao ka hore ba etsa ntho tse ba di etsang ha ba qeta mo ba balela ko mining mhlomong le wena wa tseba hore ho jwang ka mo ha se mang le mang ya fitlang a lo kenella mo re bua je ba bang ba bona le wena wa itseba ntho eo hore ba tshireleditswe ke molao wa lona ba etsang illegal mining batho ba ile hore ba etsa zamazama le ba tshireletsa nna ntho e ke buang ke hore lona le a tseba hore ha se ka mokgwa o lona le phelang ka teng. Why don't you hold them accountable? Why also
Okay, let's get Cyril's response to that.
Ke batla go hlalosetsa khaitsedi ya ka mona o qala ho mpona ne ha ntsebe so ke a mo utlwela ha o ja o na tseba hore na mane ho rona na re sebetsa jwang mpa next time ke tla mo mema ha bothata bo diteng mane o tla tla mona tlo tla hlalosa bona ha motho a fositse mane na o seetswa ke tla sa boemo bofe so batho ba bangata haholo ne ba bang ke tla be di samazama ba bang ba rekisa dintho tsa bona bo diapole bo di eng wa bona so ke kopana le bona ha ngwe ka kgwedi wa buisisa so kopano ya gona le bona ke ya hore ha ba hona le ya hlokaetseng re kgone hore re thusane wa buisisa ke bona ntla ya pele ha re ya kopana ka hore re etse tlolo tsa molao.
Okay, let's have that conversation when we come back. We'd also love to hear from you. You can go onto our social media pages. On Twitter, it is Unfiltered SABC, and on Facebook, just search for Unfiltered SABC as well. Yeah. Okay, so when we come back, what I want us to do is to now deal with what do you think the solutions are? How do we fix whatever we are facing currently? Benkalum, explain it. Okay. So when you say you uhlangana nabo every year, uhlangana nabo kuphi? Nihlangana kuphi with your members?
Clearstop.
Yeah?
Clearstop.
Clearstop. Yeah. Including the Zamazamas.
No, yari sama. Ha ke batlo re ke kene ho yona haholo ya nnete so batho bao ba phela ka tsela e ba phelang ka yona hona di Zamazama hona le ba bang di mine straight.
Yes.
Hona le ba bang di contracting ka mo wa sebetsang so ha ke na re ke re di Zamazama di yona o di teng Zamazama fela nna ke phele bo Zamazama.
Okay. Do you know how they end up being Zamazamas?
Okay.
Hore ba etse Zamazama ho tla jwang?
Hore ba etse mohlomong be mo Zamazama motho
Welcome back. We're concluding our conversation focusing on Zamazamas and the impact of the illegalities and criminal activity that they mete out against the various communities where they are actually operating. Let's go to Cyril, who is the president of Terenia Khosi Mukata from Lesotho. I was just asking you about the meetings that you have normally with Basotho. Lihlakana ko kae, libuwa ka eng, ke batho ba tswa ko kae?
Hlakana Clearstop. So puo ya rona mo re hlakanang teng ke o bontshana tsona diphoso ya ba diphoso di teng le o bontshana mohlomong re na le setho se hlokaetseng so re etsa bang hore solo ba lo patwa.
And these people include abangana ma documents ubala e South Africa.
Ba etsa bang
khona laba bangekho e South Africa ngokomthetho abana maphepha ubala e South Africa.
Tseno ha nkebe ke di botse ha nkebe ke botse tseng
serious including Zamazama
etsa bang o kwa itse hore ke tle ke arabele ntho e hantle
Zamazama wena uwazi ukuthi afika kanjani la e South Africa, the ones that are from Lesotho
na ba fihla wa mo akire ke mokgatlo mokgatlo o tshwana le mpata shelling kapa association ne so re a tseba hore mohlomong ka di 1 go lo kopana mo re kopanang teng ke ka tsela re kopanang ka
Yeah.
hore na mang o tswa kae o phela kae.
Yeah. But from your membership, I want to understand, Uguti, specifically when it comes to the Zamazamas. Amazamazama afika kanjani la eSouth Africa? Obani obaqashayo ukuthi bazosebenza la eSouth Africa?
Abaqashang.
Yeah.
Hore ba izoba.
Batlo bereka mo South Africa.
Ha ke tsebe mo.
But these are your members.
Le ke member ya bona. Ke member ya bona ka mokgatlo. E seng ka hore na e mongwe o sebetsa kae ha sebetse kae. Ke member mokgatlo wa train fela.
Okay. So what's the solution going forward? What do you think should happen?
Okay.
Re etse jwang go ya pele go thibela ntho tse di etsagetseng?
Jwale ka ha ke le mmoitse le ngwane o eso mo. Ke tlo sebetsa ka thata hore re kopane. If le mophakati kapo le sponisa. Mohlomong le ba bang ba etapele ba makgotla a mang. Re kopane jwale re tsebo fenya bothata bona ba hore a ska nna alla e leng hore nga molato a tsebo kopana le makgotla.
Okay. And for you, Nicoline?
As much as South Africa is a sovereign country with its laws in place, I think it's high time that the presidents of the countries that these people are here, with the illegal immigrants that are in the country, they take responsibility as well. Because as a president, you should be ashamed that your people are going out of your country for survival. These people that are coming here are children, uneducated, unskilled. They come here, they do these things, hence they become what they become. They are made to be these killing machines. They are made to be this inhumane. So the president must, the president must take responsibility and take care of their people where education is concerned.
What about
where
the
skills
community?
is concerned.
What do you think
And
about the community?
The community as large, because then these criminals are not coming from the sky. You know, they are raised by us. They are nurtured by us. What I would always say is that as humans, we had forgotten who we are. We need to revert back to basics where Ubuntu is concerned. Okay. Ubuntu is not I am because you are. It means you are an extension of one another. We are connected, bone, blood, and skin.
As community members, what is also happening now is you're taking matters into your own hands, which lead to fatalities as well.
If we are failed by the system that is supposed to protect us, there's no other way but to take matters into our own hands. We are tired of women being raped. We are tired of children not living, because children are robbed of their childhood, and that is just a short period of time. So we need to reclaim our lives, and if the government is not assisting us, if the justice system is not assisting us in that, then we will do it for ourselves.
Thank you so much for your time. That is Nicoline Trom, who is a community leader in the West Rand, and also Cyril Silo, who is the president of Tereni Ya Khosi Mokate from Lesotho. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Unfiltered with me, Aldrin Simpier. We're back again next week, Monday, same time, same place, right here on S3. Enjoy the rest of your evening.